Mag-ibalita tayo sa katatapos lang na investment forum sa Philippine Embassy sa Washington, sa Amerika, kung saan dinaluhan ng ilang mga opisyal ng pamahalaan at industry expert. Baka kasama natin sina PEZA Deputy Director General Alim Siddiqui Giapal at ang Executive Director ng US-Philippine Society na si Ginoong Hank Hendrickson. Good morning, guys. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Good morning.
Magandang umaga, Aljo, mula po sa Washington, D.C.
Hoy, live tayo sa Amerika pala, ha? Okay. Kumusta na lang dyan? Opo. DDG, ginaganap ang Philippines, your investment haven in Asia. Opo, tama ba? Isang investment forum na layong magbukas ng oportunidad para sa American at Filipino investors na mamuhunan sa bansa. Kumusta po?
Tama, Aljo. Pinuposisyon po natin ang Pilipinas bilang regional hub. Hindi lamang po natin pinopromote ang ating bansa bilang country or investment destination, kundi po bilang isang regional hub kung saan tayo ang maging prioridad para sa ASEAN. Ito po ay pagsuporta na pong state visit ni Presidente noong nakaraang September 18. He held a 6-day visit in the US at ito po ay pagtatalaga ng pagsuporta na makausap yung mga negosyante na po pwede mag-invest sa Pilipinas.
Paano po natin hinikayat o kinuha ang tiwala po ng mga potential investors na mag-invest sa Pilipinas?
Yes, tama, Aljo. Sabi nga ni Ambassador Babe Romualdez, ang pagbisita dito ng Presidente talagang nakaangkla yung political will, pero ang trabaho nakasalalay din sa mga investment promotion agency katulad nga po ng PESA. Kinakailangan makipag-kooperasyon tayo na magkaroon ng commitment yung mga pledges, mag-register sila sa Pilipinas.
All right. For Executive Director Hank Hendrickson, good day, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Yeah, comparing the successful virtual forum last year, how was the forum this year, 2023, and what is the advantage of this recent forum that was conducted face-to-face?
Well, the timing was right. We're 6 months into the new administration, and the delegates from the Philippines brought in messages from the leadership there, fully supportive of encouraging investments between the United States and the Philippines. So that's the first reason. And let me just add that the U.S.-Philippine Society has been around for a while, and we've always tried to work to improve trade and investment relations between the two countries. And it was an honor to work with Director Alim and his team and the Philippine Embassy here on this program today.
Okay. What particular industries are we expecting to benefit from this forum, and how is it going to help the economic recovery programs of the Philippines?
Well, the points that I heard today focused on areas of technology and management of business operations, also the needs in agriculture, and to address some of the problems that I think you were airing earlier in the program. Manufacturing obviously is important as well, and the whole focus now on supply chains and the diversification of supply chains is something that's fairly new, and it's important, I think, for the United States and consumers here, but it's also important, of course, for the Philippines to take advantage of the new opportunities.
All right. What was your assessment in the current economic partnership of the Philippines and the United States of America in the past years?
Well, let me just say first, the assessment of today's program, in my quick survey of the investors who were there, they said two things. One, it was very impressive, and two, that it was helpful. Impressive because there was reassurance provided by the speakers today that people coming into a new environment would be get all the benefits of that the government can provide through the PESA operations in fast-tracking investments and making them feel assured that they're going to be taken care of and that things can actually work. So that was one thing. So the reassurance was there. It was very informational. That was the other thing I heard today, that people who were came into the briefing, they wanted to get the facts, and the facts were laid out by Jack Madrid and by Alim Guapa. It was very good. In terms of the larger issues of trade between the United States and investment between the United States, I think it's a strong partnership that continues. The United States sees the Southeast Asia region as key, as most countries around the world do, and they see that the Philippines is an important gateway, given the historic relationship over the decades between the United States and the Philippines. One of the points I made was that we really do know each other, and there's a comfort level that's achieved by dealing with people who feel comfortable speaking literally the same language, feel comfortable with each other, and that's something that I think reflects the people-to-people ties and the strong positive history between our two peoples and countries.
All right, Director Gyapal, ano po ang inaasa natin na may tutulong ng nasabing pagtitipon nito sa pagnenegosyo dito sa bansa? Gaano karaming mga job employments ba ang malilika mula sa forum na ito?
Yeah, unang-una, Joe, ang target po ng Philippine Economic Zone Authority ay there would be an increase of 10% sa ating employment generation, export generation, and also with investment. Itong forum na ito, katulad po na nasabi ni Hank, it boosts the confidence of our partners in the US. Marami po tayong nakausap na mga investors, more than 10 of them. And some of them already manifested pledges nung nandito po si Presidente. At katulad po na nga sinabi ni Ambassador Romualdez, ang talagang kinakailangan ay yung follow-through. Kinakailangan natin silang makausap, and hopefully sa pagtatalaga ng mga investment na ito, we're looking at renewable energy, we're looking at agri-manufacturing, yung 10% increase sa growth ng ating employment and export, including investment, ay maitalaga po para po sa pagtulong ng ekonomiya within PESA at sa ekonomiya ng ating bansa.
Okay, my next question goes to Executive Director Hank. Director Hank, what should we expect in terms of economic ties between the Philippines and the United States under the new administration of President Bongbong Marcos Jr. in the next coming years?
I think it'll be a positive reaction. What we've heard from our meetings with the president, both just his inauguration and then we had him in New York when he was there for the UN General Assembly meetings, and his message was very clear that the Philippines, a priority for this new administration is economic recovery and development of the Philippines and moving in new directions, and that he wants the United States to be a part of that. And a big part of it. Not the only player, to be sure, but a big part of it. And the American contribution, if you will, to the Philippines can be seen in a number of areas. The incredible increase in employment in the business process operations and IT sectors, where there are 1.5 million jobs created, and there'll be more. And 70% of those investments, I was told today, come from North America, principally the United States. So that's one area. And then you've got a whole range of other areas, including in energy and in infrastructure, which the needs are still there very much. There are niche areas for Americans to play, American companies to play. And I think if they're encouraged and given the right incentives and consideration, you'll see a visible to the Philippine people, American participation there, and in agriculture as well. I think it's another important area to meet the rising needs of the many million plus people in the Philippines. So these are areas that can be beneficial to both countries and very much a win-win outcome.
Director Gyapal, sa ibang usapin, ano ang impact naman ng mga isinagawang pagbisita ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Sa China, sa China tayo last week?
Yeah, tama-tama, Aljo. No? The top 5 countries who are into the business support and biggest economy, China, US, Germany, Japan. Maganda rin pong magkaroon tayo ng maganda pakikipag-ugnayan. Ang lingwahe po ng business ay walang pinipili. So we are looking forward to generate also more investment coming from China. And we also would like to position ourselves within the ASEAN, us included in the 32 trillion GDP, combined GDP of ASEAN. Also wanted to position ourselves bilang regional hub. So maganda po itong mga balita.
Kaugnay sa inaprubahang bagong economic zones sa pagbubukas ng taon, mula sa aling mga sektor ito ang inaasang makikinabang dito, Direktor? At sa mga lugar ito ilalagay?
Katulad doon nabanggit natin nung nakaraang pag-uusap, ang manufacturing ay nangunguna, pati na rin po yung agri-industry. And karamihan po dito nasa Calabarzon, meron din po sa bandang Mindanao. And katulad po na sinabi ni President sa kanyang State of the Nation address, ginagawa pa natin ang paraan na makapagtalaga pa ng mga economic zones outside of Metro Manila.
Mensahe na lang po sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na sa mga negosyante.
Aljo, maraming salamat. Unang-una po nagpapasalamat kami sa Embahada ng Pilipinas dito sa Washington DC sa pangunguna ni Ambassador Jose Manuel Romualdez. Kabilang po ang kanyang mga kasamahan. At sa ating po mga kababayan, kinakailangan po nating pag-ibayuhin ang ating suporta sa ating gobyerno at makilahok po tayo sa mga programang pang-ekonomiya. Hindi lamang po malalaking kumpanya ang ating kinakailangan suportahan. Mga entrepreneur, mga start-up, lahat po tayo may espasyo sa pagsusyo sa Pilipinas, and we welcome collaboration with you.
Okay, Mr. Hank, what is your message for the Filipino business owners and potential investors in the Philippines?
Well, I would say two things. Number one, the American market is open for investment as well. So that's an important message, and your viewers probably haven't heard that too much. But in this global economy, we welcome investments from abroad, and I think many Philippine firms have capacity to invest in the United States. And the more that happens, then I think you're going to have firms looking at the two-way aspect of trade and investment relations. So the main message, another point that we do hear from Americans is that they want this to understand that the government is committed to breaking down whatever barriers may have existed in the past and moving in the direction of opening the economy for investments. I think that's happened. The message is out there from this administration that they are looking for ways to to promote the ease of doing this and to remove some of the barriers that have inhibited investments in the past. And the PEZA, of course, arrangements provide for that. But more broadly, there are sectors that are opening up, and that will be most welcome by American investors in areas of energy, communications, agriculture, and so on. So that's a good trend, and I think we want to see that sustained.
Thank you very much for your time, PEZA Deputy Director General Alim Sadiki Gyapal and U.S.-Philippine Society Executive Director Hank Hendrickson. Good evening there in the United States of America. Stay safe. Thank you.